It's the NFL on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' veteran tight end. A standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's week 4. We've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Carr going to throw right away. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Hey, we're good. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Back to Renfrow again, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Carr. It's complete to Cole. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Able to fight for about
4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Daniel Carlson on for the field.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. And
he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, and 4 of those picks led to the loss. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. Now it's Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down, Denver.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's a give up the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
A first down for Devontae Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns, and he's building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground. This time, and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Down to about the 22 here.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Carr now to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Broncos got themselves a start when they took Williams early in the 2nd round in 2021. He finished 3rd among rookies and 13th in the league in rushing, despite splitting carries in the Denver backfield. They've clearly positioned him to be their bell cow this season. 1,000 yards, the bare minimum of what they expect from him in this campaign.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in the season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He brings it in off the deflection, and he gets halfway home. On a pickup of 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Drake. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
What a terrific story is Greg Dulcich, who began as a walk-on at UCLA and got better each and every season. Really stretches the field average over 17 yards per catch his last 2 years as a Bruin. Exactly what Denver was looking for to replace Noah Fant at tight end.
Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action now. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson will throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Gordon got to be the veteran component of one of the league's best backfields last year in Denver. Even splitting carries, he was just outside the league's top 10 with 918 yards. He also added 8 touchdowns his 6th straight year with at least that many.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Wilson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gordon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open out on the left side, this is Cole. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 35.
Again, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
For the Raider field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 31.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Carr now on 1st down. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Carr.
He's got Cole on the slant.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On first down, Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Moves to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, Gordon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Raiders 20. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Open man is Jacob Hollister.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Carr
completes it.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Carr now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now Carr. Got to have this one. He hits Adams. Complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Broncos 4-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Touchdown Raiders! Foster Moreau from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.